To this day, I've never felt a touch that made me feel the way his touch did. My body ignited and relaxed at the same time whenever he touched me. It was as if my body was molded specifically for his hands when he cupped every curve with precision. My body instantly melted into his warmth the moment he crawled into bed with me. I don't know what time of night it was, and I really didn't care, because the only thing that mattered at that moment was him holding me as tightly as he could. I lay there waiting for the inevitable, him poking me, trying to get some, and me giving it to him any and every way that he wanted it. I felt a poke, but it was nowhere close to the one that I was expecting. This one was sharp, cold, and piercing me in the completely wrong spot. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. This is not the man I thought it was in my bed, and that's a major problem. The alarms in my head were blaring because it was time for action. I rolled out of bed onto the floor and damn near levitated to my feet. I wasn't sure if I was asleep or not, but I was definitely in the middle of a serious nightmare. I watched the shadowy figure lunge towards me and sidestep just in the nick of time. He stumbled past me and toppled to the floor. Unfortunately for him, I've never been a panic and freeze up kind of girl. To say I was pissed the hell off would be an understatement. He had the audacity to crawl into my bed and put his paws on my husband's honeypot. I was about to turn Pooh Bear into a damn rug or something. I clocked him, trying to climb to his feet, and launched my foot towards his head. I missed, but I did catch a couple of ribs, which sent him flying back into the floor. Also, unfortunately for him, I was paranoid enough to sleep with a little something strapped to my inner thigh. Let's just say you live and learn. I pulled my trusty blade out and got ready to slice and dice. There wasn't a whole lot of light in the room, but it was still enough for me to see what I needed to see. I stood there, blade in hand, ready for him to make his next move. He climbed to his feet and didn't hesitate to charge towards me like a raging bull. I sidestepped him and delivered a slice and poke with precision. He slammed into the wall and hit the floor with a loud thud. I waited for him to try and regain his footing, but he didn't move. I yelled for the smart lights to turn on so I could see who I was slicing up. He still didn't move once the lights came on, and I realized he was out cold, or at least pretending to be. I tossed a vase at his head for good measure before I walked over and pulled up his ski mask. I couldn't believe I was looking at the face staring back at me. My own husband tried to do me in. This was definitely the sugar, honey, and iced tea I never expected to taste, because we were living our best lives as far as I knew. I had every intention of growing old with him, but my husband obviously had other plans in mind. My mind was flooded with so many thoughts, while my heart short-circuited from an emotional surge. I was falling apart at a very inopportune time, and that just couldn't happen. I locked all the pain and panic away for processing at a later time. I needed to deal with the situation at hand before I dealt with the aftermath. I had questions, and he had better be ready to provide the answers that I needed.